Morning students. My name is Gnanashekar and I will be dealing with English subject. In this very first class of mine, let us study about a grammatical element. And the grammatical element which we are about to deal is already known to you. You may have studied during your high school days. Now can anyone tell me what do you mean by article? As soon as you think about the word article, there are so many meanings associated with it. The first and foremost meaning which comes to our mind is article means a thing. It might refer to a thing or a commodity. We say household article. And this particular word has got one more meaning, that is a piece of writing which is included in a magazine, a newspaper or any journal. But today we are not going to discuss about either of these things. We are going to discuss about a grammatical structure called article. So what is this article? Grammatically speaking, article is a word which is used before a noun to describe or to modify a noun. What it does is it normally describes or modifies a noun. That is article. It is used before a noun to modify a noun or to describe a noun. Now next question is, what are the types of articles? There are two types of articles. One is called definite article and the second one is called indefinite article. Now what is definite article? Definite article refers to a specific or a particular noun. It refers to a specific or particular noun, and there is only one definite article, that is the. That is the. Next, indefinite article. Indefinite article refers to a non-specific or a non-particular noun. Definite article refers to specific or a particular noun. Indefinite article refers to non-specific or non-particular noun. Here we have a choice between two articles, a or an. The is considered as definite article. A or an is considered as indefinite article. Now the next question is when to use a and when to use an. As we already know, the is considered as a definite article, and we can use definite article before titles of great books. Before titles of great books. So whenever we are referring about a name of a great book, we can use definite article the. For example, The Wings on Fire, one of the famous book written by a late President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The Wings on Fire. We use the word the before the name of the title. Title means name of a book. The Harry Potter. Kids love that fantasy book. The Harry Potter. The Romeo and Juliet, one of the famous book written by a famous English writer called William Shakespeare. The Bible. The Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, before the names of holy books, Before the titles of great books, we can use which article? Definite article, the. This is the first rule. Second one, we can use definite article the. We can use definite article the before names of oceans. For example, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean. Next, before the names of seas. The Arabian Sea, the Bay of Bengal, the Mediterranean Sea, the Dead Sea, the Red Sea. So before the name of the sea also we use definite article the. Before the names of rivers, the Narmada, the Krishna, the Nile, the famous river called Nile, the Brahmaputra, the Ganga, the Kaveri. Next, before the names of deserts, the Thar Desert of Rajasthan, the Sahara Desert of Africa. Gulfs, before the names of Gulf, the Gulf of Kutch or the Gulf of Mannar. Before the names of canals, the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal. Before the names of group of islands. Group of islands means the island, there will be a group of islands. For example, the country called West Indies, it consists of group of islands. So the country West Indies is called the West Indies. The West Indies. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands. Before the name of group of islands. That is having more than one island. Before the name of mountain ranges. What is a mountain range? A mountain consisting of, a big mountain consisting of so many small mountains. That is called ranges. That is called ranges. For example, the Himalayas. So we can use definite article the before the names of oceans, seas, rivers, deserts, gulfs, canals, group of islands, mountain ranges, etc. That is before geographical features. Next, we can also use definite article the before superlatives. Now, what is a superlative? In your grammar classes during your high school days, you came across this aspect called superlative. What is a superlative? Yes, it is the highest degree of comparison. In English grammar, there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. For example, the word good is positive degree, better is comparative degree, best becomes superlative degree. Similarly, tall, taller, tallest, rich, richer, richest. So the highest degree of comparison among the 3 degrees is called superlative degree. So we use definite article the before a superlative. For example, you know, a famous businessman, Indian businessman called Mukesh Ambani. He is presently the richest Asian in the world. So for example, Mukesh Ambani is the richest Indian. He is the richest Indian. Here, richest becomes superlative degree. And what does the rule says? We can use definite article the before a superlative. So Mukesh Ambani is the richest Indian. Or one more example, she is the tallest girl in the class. She is the tallest. Here, tallest becomes a superlative degree. The tallest girl in the class. So we can use definite article the before a superlative. Next, before unique objects. What do you mean by unique? We normally use a word called unique. Yes, unique means only one of its kind. For example, sun, moon, earth, all these become unique objects because there are only one of its kind in the entire universe. So for example, the sun rises in the east. That is why article the is used before the word sun, because sun is a unique object. The sun rises in the east. One more example, the earth revolves around the sun. Now just look at this example, the earth is a unique object. So the earth revolves around the sun. Once again, sun becomes a unique object. So before names of unique object, you are supposed to use a definite article the. Next one, before musical instruments. Before the names of musical instruments like guitar, keyboard, flute, violin, etc. For example, he plays on the flute. He plays on the flute. Or he plays guitar. He plays the guitar. She plays on the flute. He plays the guitar. Here guitar becomes a musical instrument. Before a name of a musical instrument, you are supposed to use definite article the. Next, before ordinals. What is an ordinal? Yes, ordinal refers to numbers or figures. It refers to numbers or figures. Ordinal means it refers to numbers or figures. So whenever you are referring about an ordinal, you are supposed to use a definite article the. Definite article the. For example, he got the first prize in singing competition. He got the first prize. Here first, F-I-R-S-T, becomes an ordinal because it refers to a number or figure. So before an ordinal, you are supposed to use definite article the. He got the first prize in singing competition. One more example. This topic appears in the 2nd chapter of physics book. This topic appears in the 2nd chapter. Here 2nd becomes ordinal. So before 2nd, definite article the. This topic appears in the 2nd chapter of a physics book. So whenever we are referring about ordinal also, you are supposed to use definite article the. Apart from these 6 important rules, we use definite article even on other occasions. Before names of great newspapers. So when you just check out the names of all the newspapers, you will have this article called the Times of India, the Deccan Herald, the Hindu, even for that matter, great right magazines, the Week, the India Today, the Business Line, the Reader's Digest. So before names of newspapers as well as magazines, we use definite article the. So students, we learnt in what are the occasions wherein we can use definite article the. First, right before titles of great books. Secondly, before names of oceans, seas, rivers, deserts, gulfs, canals, group of highlands, mountain ranges, etc. Next, before superlatives, then before unique objects, then musical instruments, and finally ordinals. And apart from that, we also learned that we can use definite article before names of magazines and also before names of newspapers. Next, the occasions wherein we can use indefinite article a or an. We can use indefinite article a or an. This is very important. It's not a and an, it is a or an. When to use a and when to use are, that we'll discuss in the next class. But today, right, we'll concentrate right now about the occasions wherein we can use indefinite article a or an. First and foremost, we can use indefinite article a or an in the sense of one. In the sense of one. For example, an apple, an orange, a book, a boy, a girl, etc. Now whenever you say right a, it is used right in the sense of a single right person or single thing here. In the sense of one. That means in the meaning of one. A boy means one single boy. A girl means one single girl. An apple means one single apple. An orange means one single orange. Next. To single out an individual as a representative of the entire class. This is the next rule. To single out an individual as a representative of the entire class. For example, just imagine that I want to pass on a message to the entire group of students. Instead of referring to each and everyone, I just pinpoint one particular student, and through that particular student, I pass on the same message to each and everyone. For example, a cow is a useful animal. Here, indefinite article a is used. Here, a cow means it not only refers to one single cow here. That is, to single out an individual means one individual as a representative of the entire class. That one single person will represent the entire class. Here, cow is singled out. Even though we are referring about one cow, it applies to all the cows in the world. Through that one cow, we are passing on the same message about all the cows in the world. A cow is a useful animal means not only one cow, all the cows in the world. Similarly, a pupil, P-U-P-I-L, pupil means student. A pupil should always obey his teacher. What is the sentence? A pupil. Here A becomes indefinite article, indefinite article. A pupil should obey his teacher. That means it not only applies to one single student. Even though we are taking one single student as an example, it applies to all the students in that particular class. Even though we are taking one single student as an example, through that student, we are passing on the same information to all the students in that particular class. That is, to single out an individual as a representative of the entire class. That is, one example, a cow is a useful animal. One more is, a pupil should obey his teacher. So students, in this class, first we learned about what is an article. That is, it is a word which is used before a noun to describe or to modify it. Second, we learned about types. There are two types. One is definite article, one more is indefinite article. Definite article refers to a specific or a particular noun. An indefinite article refers to a non-specific or non-particular noun. Next, we learned about when to use the definite article the. We can use definite article the before titles of great books, before names of oceans, seas, rivers, deserts, gulfs, canals, group of islands, mountain ranges, etc. We can also use definite article the before superlatives. Then we can use definite article the before names of unique objects, then before names of musical instruments, before names of ordinals, and also before names of great books. For example, magazines, newspapers, etc. Next, we learnt about when to use indefinite article a or an. It is used in the sense of one. It is also used to single out an individual as the representative of the entire class. The examples we dealt is a cow is a useful animal, and one more is a pupil should obey his teacher. Here, right students, we'll wind up today's class. We'll discuss about more in the next class. Thank you.